Hello! Last time we saw how the ingenious horseshoe curve finally connected up the branch line from Looe to here, the main line at Liskeard, and it was immediately apparent from the start that it was going to be a real game changer. Lost her life. So in 1901 the branch line was fully opened and passenger numbers practically trebled overnight. GWR ran a marketing campaign to attract people to it, and also in the 1930s paid holidays came to the lower working classes, which meant that places like Looe became a popular holiday destination and a seaside town. The line took the public's imagination, none more so than in Bernard Moore's poem Travelling, circa 1919. Which was all about escaping from the smoky big city to the lush Looe Valley.
Peckham Rye, Loughborough, Elephant, St Paul's. Every morning the porter bawls. The train grinds out, and I gaze on lots of sad back gardens and chimney pots. Factory stacks and smoky haze, showering smuts on the close-packed ways. But trapped and prisoned as I may be, I lift a latch and my thoughts go free. And once again I am running down on a winding track from a Cornish town, and I dream the names of stations through Mooreswater, Cawsland, Sandplace, Looe. The line twists down through patches sweet of soft green pasture and waving wheat, and the stream spreads out to a river wide, where ships creep up at the turn of tide. Till a tangle of spars on a blue sky spun gives me the sign of the journey done, and I stand contented on the quay and hear the surging song of the sea. So runs the dreamlike journey through of Mooreswater, Cawsland, Sandplace and Looe. But every morning the porter bawls, Peckham Rye, Loughborough, Elephant, St Paul's.
Looe is a perfect example of a beautiful Cornish fishing village on the seafront, with its beach and narrow streets with charming shops, where you can buy ice creams and, of course, a Cornish pasty.
Really good. That is actually really good.
But it would be remiss of us to visit Looe and not mention a very special man, Joseph Thomas. Joseph Thomas was a local Cornishman who did several things in the Looe area. First of all, he built a road which brought improved access to the area. He was then responsible for the round, which was something added to the Banjo Pier here, which stopped the harbour from silting up. And then he was responsible for building the connection from the branch line to the main line. There's a plaque here at the harbour in town that says the train reverses via a 270-degree loop. This connection, opening in 1901, rises 150 feet in only 2 miles with a ruling gradient of 1 in 40. Thanks to Joseph, we have our wonderful loop that connects up to the GWR main line. It hasn't always been easy for the line. In 1961, the last steam service ran, and during that decade, Beecham, of course, went around the whole country axing loads of lines. The Looe Valley branch actually had a date in which it was going to close, and just a few weeks before, it got its reprieve, and it still runs today. So you can come and see it, come and ride the line, including the famous loop, which, if you're on the beach, you can draw in the sand. And then, being on the beach reminded me that I'd had my pasty, but not on ice cream. Better go and grab one. Hello, we're at the end of the line and sadly the end of the videos.
Thank you for joining us as we've been exploring the history around the Looe Valley branch line.
If you want even more, look down, there's a description, information below. There's an app that you can download which will give you even more history and heritage photos, and it's all GPS based. So as you travel the line, it will pop up with information about where you're travelling to, all by train. I love the train. I love travelling on this branch line by train. There's one tiny thing that we've forgotten.
Yeah,
Has anybody seen my hat? To put in a call to lost property.